Minor League Baseball Network. Tonight, the finale of 4 between the Corpus Christi Hooks and the San Antonio Missions. It's baseball, it's the show, and it's coming up next. Brett Kennedy, the starting home pitcher for Game 4 and the finale of this 4-game homestand, takes the mound here tonight as we get you set for baseball here this evening against Corpus Christi. Now Rick Rock, the right fielder, comes up to the plate, and he will give this one under the lights. And now here's the first pitch. Four-seam fastball misses for ball 1. 7:05 our first pitch, and if you're just tuning in with us here in good old San Antonio, welcome into this last of the 4-game homestand. Don't forget, tomorrow night we head to Midland for a 4-game series. And then we head to Corpus Christi, play the Hooks for 3. And rounding out the order of the 7 home or away games, you got to say that right there will do right there in the Hooks lineup. Time now to get you started for the starting away lineups, and here they are. Into the box now, the center fielder, Derek McKenna. Shout-outs to get to as we start this ball game. We got Buzzled watching. Good evening to you. And if you're just tuning in, tell us where you're from and we'll get you going. Slider in there for a ball, 2-0 now. Well, Corpus Christi winning yesterday. And you gotta say tonight will be the Mission's last time to get a win. And they will even out the series 2-2. I'll tell you about yesterday's ball game. And you got to say, I think it was a close one. A 1-run score, winning that one. And now that's hit into right, and that's caught for the second out. Now the shortstop, Nick Best, comes up to the plate now. 2 out in the inning, nobody on, no score here in the visitor top half of the first. 0-1 that 4-seamer for strike 1. So like I said, after this homestand tonight, the Missions are on the road for a 7 away series. They head to Midland first for 4 games, and then 3 at Corpus Christi. Returning home on a weekend on Friday. Our next homestand on the 22nd versus the Frisco Rough Riders. And that strike 3 called. Best goes down looking, and that's the inning. 4-seam fastball in there for ball 1. Guessing we're having a little slight difficulty on the cameras. 2-0 now. That 4-seamer hits 94 miles an hour for a ball. And that's a cutter. 2-1 now. 1 away in the inning, nobody on. As we get you started for the home half of the first inning. 1 away. fouled off. Now even the count 2-2. Two and two. Into right. Out of play. Still holds in 2-2 in the count here. Now the 2-2. And that's hit into right. A base hit. And he's at first, going to second. And there's the 1-out double right there. Time now to give you the defensive lineups in just a few moments. I do gotta say, we gotta look at that base hit right there. So that will have to wait. The defensive lineups will come in the second. 0-1 now, the four-seamer for 94 miles an hour to Felipe Rodriguez, the first baseman. Now the 0-1. The changeup in the dirt. In there for a ball. Beautiful Tuesday night here as we get you set for baseball here in San Antonio. Swing and a miss, and the slider, 1-2. Final of the four-game homestand against Corpus Christi here tonight. 1-2, fouled off. Our next homestand is on Friday, May 22nd against the Frisco Rough Riders. And that's hit up there. Right into right. And that's in there. Out number 2.
Batting fourth, right fielder, Edgar Armas.
And now Edgar Armas arrives to the dish now. The right fielder. 2 away in the inning with a base runner as second in scoring position. And that's going to be trouble it is. The runner from third is going to score. And the runner is going to third. And he will get in there with a triple. San Antonio taking a 1-0 lead here as Armas delivers. And gotta say, that right there, guys, good shot from our camera angle. Gotta say, that right there, just something you see a lot of times in the Texas League. Missions on the board, and they still have a runner at third, and they can deliver a base hit that will put them up 2-0. And that's high into left, going into the crowd, and a souvenir for a good fan. Robbie Hunt, the designated hitter, comes to the plate now. Now the 0-1. Slider in there for a ball, 1-1. 86 miles an hour. And you got to say that right there is pretty good. The 1-1. Swing and a miss on that sweeping curveball. In there for strike 2. The 1-2. Slider, 2-2. 89 miles an hour for a ball. Now the 2-2. And there goes down out number 3, and that's the inning. So a run on 2 hits, no errors. We now head to the top of inning number 2. San Antonio out in front, 1-0. And now leading off the top half of the second, A.J. Reed coming to the plate now. And here we go with inning number 2 His first pitch changeup in there for strike one. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday evening and fans still piling in the stadium. In the finale of this 4-game homestand. The 0-2. Changeup in there for strike two. Gotta say I was off a little bit, but that's okay. And now the 0-2. Swing and a miss. And now he becomes the first casualty of the inning. Time to look at the defensive lineups for the home team. Into the box now, the third baseman J.D. Davis coming up to the plate for Corpus Christi here tonight. One out in the inning, nobody on. And that's in there for a four-seam fastball for strike one. One out, nobody. Strike two. And now the 0-2. Fouled off for that four-seamer. The count still holds 0-2. The 0-2.
Ball, that's out.
Curveball, 1-2 now. Kennedy throwing some pretty good strikes. His pitch count now in consistent levels. And now that's high into right center field. And that is caught for the second out.
Batting sixth, left fielder, Mariano Casilla.
Now up to the plate, Mariano Casilla. First plate appearance in this one. And the top half of the visitor's second. And that's a four-seamer for 92 miles an hour, 0-1. A high confidence level for Kennedy here tonight. Up to first, and that's gobbled out for the third out of the inning. So we go to the bottom half of inning number 2. San Antonio out in front, 1-0. Now the third baseman, Roger Serrano, comes to the plate as we play the home half of inning number 2. Now here's the first pitch. Changeup in the dirt, 1-0. Beautiful Tuesday night as fans continue to pile in. And the last of the 4-game homestand here in San Antonio. Matt Vasgersian will be back on tomorrow night as we play the Midland Rockhounds away. And do gotta say that will be a 4-game set. We will play Monday at Corpus Christi. And then back home versing off the Frisco Rough Riders. And we will head to Arkansas on Tuesday, May 26th. Playing the Arkansas Travelers, the AA affiliate of the Seattle Mariners. Now the 2-1. Four-seamer in there for a strike, 2-2. Beautiful evening for baseball. Nice, comfortable, 75 degrees. And now time to look at the defensive lineups for the away team. And then now, left fielder Howard Ferguson coming up to the plate now. One out, nobody on here in the bottom half of home number 2. And that's high in the center. Caught for the out, and that's out number 2. Batting 8th is Kenny McClendon. He will be the second baseman coming up to the plate now. Here in the home half of inning number 2. And now that changeup goes low, 1-0. When you look at a beautiful sky like this, you got to realize this is perfect weather for baseball here. You got to say that's pretty good. And now the 1-1. Slider, 2-1. Now the 2-1. Change up to McClendon, and he swings like crazy. Now 2-2. Now the 2-2. Cutter out of the zone. 3-2. Chad Taylor on deck for San Antonio here tonight. Now the 3-2. And that misses. Ball 4, so a 2-out base runner. The inning is still alive. But I do got to say, our large home stand for us to have a lot of fun. Beginning on Wednesday, June 3rd, as we're back home taking the Arkansas Travelers. Arkansas getting postponed for the 3rd game, so there will not be a 3rd in there. We will play Friday, June 5th, against the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. A 3-game series. And then play the Frisco Rough Riders on Tuesday, June 9th. So you could catch us there in Frisco, Texas. And then do believe it, we have another 4-game homestand against Corpus Christi. And now that manager just shouting from the bullpen like a yahoo he is, telling that home plate umpire, getting into his ear. Swing and a miss to Taylor, 2-2 now. Like I said, never argue ball and strikes to a home plate umpire, because they will get you for that. To third. Oh man, he misses it. And that's a base hit. Inning number 2 for the home squad, still staying alive here in this one. So Thursday, June 18th, we'll have our 4-game homestand, a doubleheader on the 18th, versing off Midland. Sweeping curve, 1-0. 2 games against Corpus Christi as the Missions at Hooks for a 5-game series. Then returning home to play the Rockhounds for 4. And don't forget, that will be the first half over. And as we begin a new half, San Antonio at Springfield beginning on that one. And that's high, right into center field. And that's out number 3. And the inning is over. We played 2. And now on to the top of the 3rd. San Antonio out in front, 1-0. Now starting inning number 3 in the top with visitors, and stepping in now, Christopher Pace, the second baseman, arrives to the plate now. And here we go with inning number 3 as first pitch coming. And he fouls that one off. 0-1 now. Now the 0-1. Changeup. Now in the hole. 0-2. And now the 0-2.
Outside. That's
Four-seam fastball in there for a ball. 1-2 now. Was about to say a changeup, but there is no changeup on his reservoir for Kennedy. And that's hit into foul ground. In right. Still count 1-2. Here's the 1-2. And that's hit into center. Chasing it. And that's out number 1. And now here is the catcher, Mariano Avales. Stepping up to the plate now.
ball. That's out.
Four-seam fastball in there for a ball. So if you're just tuning in with us on YouTube Live, come say hello to us as we play this nice game of baseball. And we want to know who you are. Shout outs to get to. We got Buzz watching. Good evening, Buzz. And now here's the 1-1. Oh man, swing and a miss out of his shoes right there for strike 2. Sun beginning to set on this beautiful Tuesday night, and gotta say the home crowd is just doing really well. Did forget to mention it's $2 Tuesday, so in the ballpark you will get a $2 drink, $2 draft beer all night long. Out number 2. And this third inning progressing real quickly as they're now 2 away in the inning. Avales will go down as the second casualty here this evening. Now here's the first pitch. In there low in the corner for a strike to Steve Barora. Barora is the designated hitter here tonight for the Hooks. And that will always be his position. And that's hit in the center. The center fielder has the look for it. And that's the inning. So we head now to the bottom half of the third. 1-0 our score. The shortstop Rodney Finch comes to the plate now. 1 for 1 with a double in the first. Sun starting to set now here in San Antonio. A beautiful evening for all the fans out here.
All one's the count.
So gotta say, hope you're enjoying yourselves tonight. And gotta say, we will see you tomorrow night in Midland. A 4-game set there. And don't forget, we will be in Corpus Christi beginning Monday night, May 18th. So can't wait to see you guys down there. And then coming back home on Friday, the 22nd, as we verse off the Rough Riders. Finch goes down looking, and he is not happy about that, that's for sure. Felipe Rodriguez, the first baseman, 0 for 1 with a pop out in the first inning. So 1 away in the inning with nobody on. 1-0 our score against Corpus Christi. And San Antonio is out in front in the early lead. Bottom half of the first inning, drawing in that 1 run. 1-1 on the changeup here. Now here's the 1-1. Four-seam fastball in the dirt for a ball. Now 2-1. Now the 2-1. Change up in the dirt. 3-1 now. Edgar Aramis awaits on deck. And now the 3-1. Four-seamer in there for the strike. Now that loads up the count. 3-2. The 3-2. And that's ball 4 on the sweeping curve. That puts a 1-out base runner in there. Johnson's now pitch count 47 as he is 3-50. Edgar Aramis, the right fielder, 1-for-1 with a triple that led to an RBI. And now here's the first pitch. Four-seamer in there for the ball. A runner at first, 1 away, 1-0 our score here in the home half of the third inning. And that's fouled off, hit the wall, 1-1. Now the 1-1. 2-1 now on that four-seam fastball in there for ball 1. Halfway to 100 pitches, Johnson. And that's a changeup, 2-2. Would say his reservoir here has been a combination of both ball and strikes in this game here tonight. Would say Sam Johnson's been doing that during this homestand against San Antonio. And do gotta say he's been pretty good so far. And that's going to be high, right in the center. And that's out number 2. Unfortunate right there. The runner will have to retreat back to first. Robbie Hunt, 0-for-1, a strikeout in the first inning. Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. That holds up the count, 0-1. Now the 0-1. Uh-oh. And I bet that's trouble right there. And it is. He launches a 2-run home run. Robbie Hunt, 407 feet. And that brings them 3-0. Bottom half of the third. Now cracked open just a little bit. So gotta say that right there was pretty good. Another shout out to get to as we play the home half of the third inside the dugouts. Good evening. 1-0 now, the slider for Roger Serrano. 0-for-1 and a strikeout in the second. Shout out to the inside the dugout. Glad to have you with. Nobody on. 3-0 our scores here. Live stream just acting up. Now the 1-0. In there for that four-seam fastball. 1-1. And that's a base hit in the right. And Corpus Christi getting on the hit column. Getting there. And he just made a triple out in there.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So here in the top half of the fourth inning, Corpus Christi delivers a triple with no outs. It's a little bit laggy. No. Yeah, I kind of hate that myself when it comes out laggy. And that's high into left. Getting close to the warning track. And out number one. If I answered your question, I didn't hear. It was lagging terribly. Yeah. Yeah. It's fine, man. The Show 18 is the current game right now. And this is the playlist of AA Texas League Baseball. Nick Best, the shortstop, comes up to the plate now. Now scoring that one, a 3-1 deficit. Yeah, it's the game that was released in 2018. Oh, and that nails him. And that throw did not get him at first. And let's see if he's okay. And I guess he is alright. Why do I play this? It's because it's our baseball months here, so I like to play baseball. 0-1, the four-seamer. 1 on, 1 out. 3-1 our score as we play the top half of the fourth inning. Foul into right. Now the count holds 0-2. I do have 20. And that's going to be a double play ball. And he gets the force out at first. And the runner will be safe at second.
Now batting, third baseman, JBaker.
I'm actually doing a playlist with the San Antonio Missions, remembering them as part of the AA Texas League affiliate, the San Diego Padres. And that's caught out into right, and that will end the inning. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. We head to the bottom half of the fourth. 3-1 our score.
Leading off the fourth inning, left fielder, Howard.
Let's see. Why don't you play 20 then? I will do that in another time, man. Bottom half of the fourth inning on that sweeping curveball in there for a ball. And that holds up 1-0. 61 pitches so far. Consistency is key to the Hooks pitcher. Now, I've got to say 62 is climbing up in there. Now the 2-0. Slider. Right out of the zone. Now the count holds 3-0 now. Kenny McClendon on deck now. And that's 3-1 now on that four-seam fastball hitting inside the zone. And that's strike 1. Fouled off. And now in the count, loaded up now, 3-2. The 3-2. And that's ball 4. And I gotta say, that manager for Corpus Christi is just orally confused at the home plate umpire, and gotta say, he better just shut his mouth and keep his comments to himself before he gets in serious doo-doo. Haha! It's serious doo-doo. Be in serious doo-doo if you don't shut up. I'm just kidding, y'all. That's not very nice. 0-1 the count now. Runner at first, nobody out here in the home half of the 4th inning. Change up, 1-1. Now the 1-1. 4-seam fastball in there for a strike. Sun beginning to set on this beautiful Tuesday night here in good old San Antonio. Change up, 2-2. Slider out of the zone, and it loads up the count again. Now 3-2. Chad Taylor on deck for San Antonio here tonight. San Antonio looking for more runs. And that one in the left, in the corner, and that's foul. Now the 3-2. And that misses as well. Ball 4. And now time will be called here as here comes the pitching coach here. And he's going to have a conversation that this pitcher may not even forget. And he's going to say, listen, you got to focus because you got 2 runners on. And we can't afford the bases getting loaded. You'll be in big doo-doo later. I'll tell you that right now. Chad Taylor coming up, as he is the catcher here tonight. And Corpus Christi already in big doo-doo now. And that's a slider, 1-0. Hooks bullpen, Derek DiMaggio, the righty, now warming up. 2-1, nobody out. 3-1 our score in the home half of inning number 4. Slider
1-1.
clips the corner, 1-1. Wow, and you gotta say, a beautiful evening like this, it is one indeed. The best evening in all of Texas League baseball. Out of the zone, 2-1. 76 pitches so far here. And you look at it against Sam Johnson from Corpus Christi. And that number just keeps on getting higher, higher, and even more higher. Now the 2-1. Changeup, ball 3. Billy Richter on deck now for the Missions. Now the 3-1. And that's low. Another walk so far, and that will load up the bases with still nobody out. Oh boy, big inning here, guys. Big inning. And now Billy Richter comes to the plate now. 0 for 2, a fly out and a pop out. Gotta say, this home crowd is really happy about this. And that's in there for a 4-seamer. Called for strike 1. No one else to be put on base. Bases loaded here in the home half of inning number 4. Now here's the first pitch. 0-2 now. Already heading 80 pitches so far here in this inning. Now here's the first pitch. And that's fouled off. Still 0-2. Looking for a grand slam to crack this darn thing open. And that's a strikeout. And he goes down one away with still the bases loaded. Ronnie Finch, the shortstop, 1 for 2, a double and a run here. Looking to get this one cracked open. And here it is. Uh-oh. Oh boy. And that looked like it was going to be a grand slam. The runner at third is in to score. And that will put the deficit straight to 3. Corners loaded up as we have 2 outs in the inning. And gotta say, this game is just getting away from the hooks here. Felipe Rodriguez up to the plate now for San Antonio. Hoping to bring in another run before the inning is over. And indeed he will deliver. Tag on another one as now 5-1. And leading by only 4 runs against Corpus Christi. So wow, what an inning to remember here. Still not done yet. First and second, 2 out, 5-1 our score in the home half of inning number 4. Change up now to Edgar Armas. He was a 1 for 2, a triple, and an RBI that was in front of that. A beautiful night here in San Antonio. And do gotta say, that's gonna be a 4-seam fastball in there for strike 1. And there it is right there, guys. Balls 36, strikes 51, and a total of a combined 87 pitches. Wow. Now the 2-1. And that's on the first. Steps on the bag. And that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 base hits, no errors, nobody left on. To the top half of the 5th. San Antonio out in front, 5-1. And now Mariano Casilla, the left fielder, comes up to the dish now. 0 for 1 with a line out in the second. And now here we go with inning number 5 as 4-seamers in there for strike 1. Do gotta say, Matt Vesgersian will be back on tomorrow as we head to Midland. 0-1 now. Change up. And he swings and misses for his second strike. Gotta say, Kennedy's pitches is very nice and consistent. It's got that good flavor with it. 0-2 now. And that's high into center. He's going to make the catch. And that is the first out here in inning number 5. You can see how much he traveled to make that catch. Edgar Armas, top speed, 16.17 miles. Route efficiency, 99.1. And gotta say, distance covered, only 100 feet. So he will be getting high fives out of that one. 4-seam fastball in there for strike 1 to Christopher Pace. 0 for 1, a fly out in the third. So the series could be tied up 2-2 in this one. And that's 0-2 on the changeup, 84 miles an hour. Look at Brett Kennedy's pitch count. 7 balls, 40 strikes. And that will equal to 47 pitches on this one. Strikes has been his #1 key factor here in this ball game. And I do gotta say, when you see that low pitch count, it's a consistency that will be really good throughout the future of these games. And now here's a pop-up in the front of the visitor dugout, and that's out number 2.
The catcher number 35, Mariano Aviles.
And now here's Mariano Aviles coming out to the plate now. 0 for 1, a strikeout in the 3rd. And now here's the first pitch. Halfway through 100. Malfunction going on with the thing here.
Oh, that's it.
And that's ball 1 for the slider. Jeez. Don't you just hate that when that happens? 1-1 the count now. And that 2-seamer in there for strike 2. Slider, strike 3 called to Hunt. And that's the first out here in inning number 5. And now as you take a look at the starting pitcher, Sam Johnson, 5 strikeouts, gave up 5 hits in this one. Not the perfect night for him, and he'll be sure to put this awful night behind him. Now stepping up to the plate now, Roger Serrano. Looking at a beautiful evening.
Counts 1-0.
And darkness, black skies coming in about 10 to 20 minutes from now. Now the count 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1 on that curveball, 82 miles an hour. Inning number 5 underway now. And that's going to be popped up. And he misses it. My word, and that's a base hit. And I do got to say, he will be tagged with the E4 on the play, as that was just a darn bad move right there. That's for sure. Howard Ferguson, the left fielder, comes up to the plate now with a base runner at first. 1 away in the inning. Looking for some added insurance here. Whoa! Right under him. The runner heads to 3rd. And that will be a single. Ferguson at 1st. And the next mission Sky at 3rd. Kenny McClendon walks up to the plate. 2 walks, leading in a run. So the corner's loaded up with 1 out in the inning. 5-1 our score in the home half of inning number 5.
Ball, that's outside.
Ball 1, as that one is right out of the zone here. Now here's the 1-0. 2-seamer, 93 miles an hour in there for strike 1. Beautiful sky here tonight in San Antonio. And gotta say, this right here is just a beautiful evening. And hope you guys are enjoying this live event going on. Texas League Baseball with the San Antonio Missions and the Corpus Christi Hooks. There's 1, there's 2, and that's a 3-6-4 double play, and that inning is over. So we play 5. We now head to the top of inning number 6, and San Antonio out in front, 5-1.
Leading off for Corpus.
Now stepping up to the top half of inning number 6, Steve Barora comes out to the plate now. And here we go with inning number 6 as that right there is popped up. Not going to be touching it, and that's going to be strike 1 on them. Here's the 0-1. Fouled off to the home squad bullpen, and still 0-2. And that's hit to short. Right over the shortstop's head. And that's a single.
Now batting.
That's a pretty good for him as he got that one through the shortstop's head. And you look at it. And that right there from our cameraman. And I say that was pretty good. That camera can move. 4-seam fastball in there for strike 1 to Rick Rock. 1 for 2, a triple and a run. In the middle of this last of the 4-game series. And you gotta say that one is hit up top. And that is the count 0-2. The 0-2. And that's high to left. Right under it now. And the runner will have to run back to first. And that's the first out in the visitor 6.
Now batting. Center fielder. Derek McKenna.
Derek McKenna, 0 for 1, a sacrifice fly, and a run batted in.
Oh, that's
4-seam fastball in there for ball 1. Now the 1-0, and the runner's running.
He's safe.
Not in time, as that runner steals second. So, wow, that runner can run. So, gotta say, he can advance into scoring position. And the likes of which he already did. 60 pitches so far. And that's going to be a base hit. It's going to drop. And 2 people in scoring position now. As that'll bring in second and third with only 90 feet away.
Nope. Ball
The
1.
curveball in there for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Nick Best, the shortstop, 1 for 2, a single in the 4th. I do apologize for the delay of the camera. We'll try to get that worked on in this one for our live feed of this game. 2-0 now. Now here's the 2-0. 2-1 now. The 2-1. Fouled off. Now the count is 2-2. The 2-2. Fouling it off. Staying alive, I should say. And the 2-2. And that's high. Right in the left. Grabbed for the out, and the runner tags from third. Heading home. And that will bring in a run for Corpus Christi. Now the deficit only trimmed to 3. So Corpus Christi adding insurance to their run advantage. And do gotta say that will bring up A.J. Reed to the plate. 1-0 on that 4-seam fastball for ball 1. 68 pitches so far, being really consistent. And do gotta say that's pretty good in the consistency level of double-A ball. 1-1 now. And that's in there for a four-seam fastball. Strike two. One strike awaiting for this one and hoping to deliver and get out with only one run driven in.
Ball, that
Slider,
pitch is out.
2-2. Now the 2-2. And that's going to be popped up. And that will land untouched. Foul ball. Now the 2-2. Fouled up again. Hit the wall. Another foul. 3 foul balls in a row. Battle at the plate continues. 3 already. Make that foul ball number 4. And strike 3 called. He lost the battle there. And that ends the inning. So we head now to the middle half of the 6th. San Antonio out in front, 5-2. Digging in, Chad Taylor. 1 for 1 with a single. And now getting ready to start the home half of the 6th inning. His first pitch is a slider, 0-1. The righties are in the bullpen now for Corpus Christi, starting their warm-up sessions. Nighttime now upon us.
Outside.
This beautiful Tuesday night. The last of our homestand here against Corpus Christi. We've got to say, just a nice, comfortable evening here. 1-1 now.
That's ball 2.
Slider, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1. Fouled off, and now he's in the hole. 2-2. Now the 2-2. Up high. Billy Richter on deck now. Now the 3-2.
Nope.
And that's too high. Misses for ball 4. And that's a no-out base walk in the home half of the 6th. Billy Richter, the center fielder, comes to the plate now. 0 for 3 and a strikeout in the 4th. Looking to add on here. Hoping that will come good. And that's up there for in the center. 1 away. 1 out in the inning here. Ronnie Finch, the shortstop, was a 1 for 2, a double, and an RBI that led to the run. 1 out in the inning with 1 on. Finch fouls that one off. Now 0-1. The 0-1. Oh! And that nailed him. And that's gotta hurt. So that's not really a good idea. Two runners on. 1 out. Slider, 1-0. Felipe Rodriguez, 1 for 2, a single and a run that led to that RBI. Now the 1-0. Too low.
No strike.
on that two-seam fastball in there for ball 2. Now the 2-0. Slider. Right in the zone. In there for strike 1. And now the 2-1. In there for a two-seam fastball in there for strike 2. Now the count is 2-2 here in the home half of the 6th inning. Swing and a miss. Rodriguez goes down looking. And that's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 12, Edgar Armand.
Now stepping in now, Edgar Aramis. Swing and a miss on that curveball. 0-1. 1 for 3, a triple, and an RBI in this ball game. Now the 0-1. A slider, he gets fooled right there again. 0-2 now. DiMaggio now up 28 pitches. Throwing both ball and strikes here. Fouled off on that slider. Now the 0-2. Fouled off. Pitch is now 30 for the guy on the mound for Corpus Christi here. Uh-oh. And that's going to be trouble. And that will bring in a run. And they're up 6-2 here in the home half of inning number 6. So a 4-run deficit in front of Corpus Christi now. And got to say, you look at this guy right here. Hunt delivers a 3-run home run in the bottom half of home inning 3. And man, I've got to say that was pretty good. Or actually, it was 2 runs that came in across to score. I do apologize about that. Now the count holds 0-1 to Hunt now. 2 runners in scoring position. Hoping for added insurance here. Whoa, slider, look out. That nearly just took his nose off. You gotta say, you gotta watch out for those sliders. They would just come back and get you. 1-1. 2-seam fastball in there for strike 2. Now 1-2 now. Fouled off, protecting the plate. Count holds still the same, 1-2. Last of the 6 now underway. Oh boy, that's going to be trouble now. 1 run scores. Here comes another. And 2 runs have scored here in the bottom half of inning number 6. And that will lead to a 6-run deficit for the Hooks here this evening. Runner at first, 2 outs. And hit to short. Throw to second, and that's the force out, and that will do it. So 3 runs come across here. San Antonio out in front, 8-2. Back here on this Tuesday night for Texas League Baseball here on the show. We're about to start up the 7th inning, but here's your scores right now. 8-2 in this one for San Antonio. Now J.D. Davis comes to the plate now, 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. He'll be the first one to gear up for the top half of inning number 7. And now here's the first pitch of inning number 7. And that's going to be up there. 1 away. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Left fielder, Mariano Casilla.
And now here is Mariano Casilla. 0 for 2, a fly out and a line out for the left fielder for the Hooks here. And that's going to be hitting the foul ground. And that's strike 1. Kennedy now getting up there as well. And you got to say his pitch count has been really consistent through the first 7 innings. The 1-1. And that's hit to second. Throw to first. And that is out number 2. So the 7th inning progressing quick. So 1 out left, and that will bring out Christopher Pace, 0 for 2 with a fly out and a pop out. And here's the first pitch. Strike 1 on that 4-seam fastball in there for 94 miles an hour for strike 1. Well, I will say this will be my last ball game as your official communicator here. And we'll say that Matt Vasgersian will be back on tomorrow at Midland. Brett Kennedy, balls 14, strikes 68, a total of 82 in this one. Strikes in this ball game against Brett Kennedy been really efficient here this evening. Owing to the count now. Pitch number 84 coming up. And that's high. Right in front of the visitor bullpen. And he misses it. And that will go down as an E5 on Serrano. So an error there. Should have caught that one, but didn't. And that's strike 3 called. And that ends the inning. It's stretch time here in San Antonio. Get up is stretch. The Missions lead it 8-2. Howard Ferguson, the left fielder, comes to the plate now. 1 for 2 with a single and a run. Ferguson coming up to the plate in the bottom of the home half of inning number 7.
Ball 1, no strike.
And here we go with inning number 7 as first pitch is for ball 1. Night sky on us now. It's beautiful Tuesday night. 1-1 now. So if you look at it, bottom half of the first, only 1 run. Third, 2 runs. Fourth, 2 runs. And then a triple in the bottom half of the 6th inning. And that's in there for strike 3 called to Ferguson. And that becomes the first out of the home 7th.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Kenny McClendon.
And now here comes to the plate, Kenny McClendon. Now that's a slider out of the zone, 1-0. 0 for 1 with 2 walks that read in to the run. And now the 1-0. Slider in the middle, 1-1. Now the 1-1. And that's hit to third. Throw out. Got him out at first. And that's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Chad.
And Chad Taylor comes to the plate now. 1 for 1, a single and a run. Now here's the first pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
Two-seamer outside the zone. 1-0. Sorry guys, got a little sniffles here. 1-0 now. Swing and a miss on that slider. 86 miles an hour for strike 1. The 1-1. Swing and a miss on that curveball. 1-2 now. The 1-2. And that slider gets him out, and that ends the inning. Now into the box now, Mariano Avales, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. And here we go with inning number 8. His first pitch is for four-seam fastball for ball 1. 86 miles an hour on this one. And do gotta say, Corpus Christi now down to their final 6 outs. And that's a base hit in the left. And starting to show a sign of life. And a no-out base runner comes to the plate now. And now digging in, Steve Barora coming up. And the possibility of a double play ball. Barora, 1 for 2 with a single and a run in there. Changeup, 0-2 now. 90 pitches coming up. And that's a foul ball. And now the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Gets him out looking. Collects the strikeout. And that is out number 1. And now time to look at your line scores. And gotta say 8-2 is San Antonio out in front. Outplaying their opponents in this one. Rick Rock, the right fielder, 1 for 3. A triple and a run. Now here's the first pitch. The 0-1. Fouled off on that four-seamer. And that's strike 2. And now the 0-2. Four-seamer out of the zone. 94 pitches so far, and he's about to get to the end of his rope here.
That's a ball.
2-2 now. And the 2-2.
He got 3-2.
3-2 on that curveball. And now time is going to be called here as the manager is going to come out and relieve his first pitcher out of this ball game. A great stellar performance tonight as Kennedy has gave it his all. He'll tip his cap, and gotta say his performance was phenomenal here tonight. Nothing to be ashamed of. He'll walk to the clubhouse with his head held up high.
Number 9.
Ramon Cortez out of the dugout now, and he will be our new pitcher to cover the home half, or the start of the visitor 8th. the 3-2 now. And that's high up. Right in the right. And he calls off the center fielder. And that becomes out number 2. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in this one. And they are only an out away from getting out of the top half of the 8th inning. Do apologize about saying the bottom, but we are almost to the bottom of the 8th inning. And that's going to be a base hit. So showing a sign of life here as we got 2 runners aboard now here in the top of inning number 8. Nick Best comes up to the plate now. And that's in there for 2-seamer for strike 1. 1 for 2 with a single that led into an RBI. Getting ready to play the last of the 8th inning. And Slider. Only 1 strike from getting out of danger here. And now here's the 0-2. Slider, too high. Count holds 1-2. 2 outs, 2-1. 8-2 our score as we play the top half of the visitor 8th. And 1-2. Strike 3 called. And that ends the inning. So here we go to the bottom half of the 8th. San Antonio out in front, 8-2. Billy Richter, the center fielder, 0 for 4 with a fly out in the 6th. As they get ready to start their home half of inning number 8. Now the first pitch. And that's hit to shortstop. And that throw out at first, 1 away. San Antonio down to their last 2 outs before the top half of the 9th. Corpus Christi down to their final 3 outs. And this one is going to be in a W for the Missions here tonight. So coming to the plate now, the shortstop Rodney Finch, 1 for 2 with a home run that led to 2 runs here in this one. Want to thank everybody that's tuned in to this ball game here tonight at San Antonio. And don't forget, we will be back home taking on the Frisco Rough Riders a week from next Friday. So, gotta say, the Rough Riders will be here after we get back from Corpus Christi, playing our 3-game series when it was supposed to be 4, but ends up getting postponed due to rain and storms. So, gotta say, a shame on that one. So, gotta say, our new homestand will come up on Wednesday, June 3rd, as we play the visiting Arkansas Travelers. And we will be here for a 5-game homestand. So that's something to look forward to. At the second, throw out to first. 2 away here in the inning. And now Felipe Rodriguez, 1 for 3, a single and an RBI and a run. And now the last of the 8th about to get underway. And that's high in the left. The left fielder has it. And that is it. The inning is over. Top of the 9th here. San Antonio out in front, 8-2. A.J. Reed, the first baseman, comes to the plate now as they take this a pivotal moment as they're down to their final 3 outs here in this last of this game. Now we are underway in the top of the ninth as the first pitch is in there for ball one. Fans, we had a great time in this 4-game homestand and hope that everybody enjoyed it. And don't forget, we will be back home on Friday, May 22nd, taking on the Frisco Rough Riders in a 4-game series. The 1-1 slider
1 ball, 2 strikes.
clips in there in the strike zone for the second strike. Now, I will get to say that we will have 2 games, a doubleheader on Monday, May 25th. So 2 7-inning games against San Antonio and Frisco. And that's fouled off 1-2. Up to the plate now is the next guy, A.J. Reed, and he hits it into center, and that's out number 1. And here is Brett Kennedy, our starting pitcher here tonight, and do gotta say he had a great night so far here in the last of this game. So far, only giving up 5 hits in this one and got 6 strikeouts, so not too bad here for him in this evening. And that's going to be hit. And he runs to get it, and that's out number 2. So Corpus Christi down to their final out here in this one. And that will bring in Mariano Casilla, 0 for 3 with a ground out in the 7th. Last of the 9th, 2 away, nobody on base. That's in there for a 2-seamer, strike 1. Now, like I said, we will see you back in our next homestand on Friday, May 22nd. The Missions versus the Frisco Rough Riders in that 4-game series. 1-1 on that 2-seamer. San Antonio look like they're getting this one here tonight and evening out the series. And that's high in the right. Foul. Now down to their final strike of the evening. Strike 3 called, and the ball game is over. So I gotta say 3 words. Totally killed over. At 8-2 victory as San Antonio evens out the series against Corpus Christi. What a nice 4-game homestand, and do gotta say this homestand is over for all of us. Gotta say I wished it would last a little bit longer, but we are on the road. So San Antonio will get ready to head to Midland here in this one. 8-2 our final score, and we will be right back here on the show for the after show.
8 runs on 8 hits. 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Hook, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 10 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
And so we wrap up the 4-game homestand against the San Antonio Missions and the visiting Corpus Christi Hooks. What a nice evening this has been, and do get to say a evening that has beautiful weather in it is always man's best friend. Well, San Antonio evening out the series against Corpus Christi as they win 2 apiece in this homestand. And do gotta say, it's pretty good. Well, San Antonio getting on the bus now, and they will head to their destination. They head to Midland, Texas, as they get ready to play the visiting, I'm sorry, not the visiting team. San Antonio will be the visiting team. Midland will be the homestand team. And do gotta say, San Antonio and Midland starting up a 4-game set beginning tomorrow night. We'll wrap up the series on Sunday afternoon at Midland as San Antonio and the Rockhounds getting a 4:05 first pitch of that ball game. We will have midweek baseball against the Corpus Christi Hooks and the San Antonio Missions. So, gotta say, that's gonna be good there. Friday night, May 22nd, will be our next homestand of 4 before we head to Arkansas for 3 and play the Northwest Arkansas Naturals for 3. A doubleheader on Saturday, May 30th. 2 games at Naturals. So, San Antonio will wrap that series up on the last day at Northwest Arkansas, beginning a 4:05 first pitch. Missions return home on Tuesday as we take on a 6-game homestand between the visiting Arkansas Travelers and the Northwest Arkansas Naturals in this one. Missions on the road on Tuesday, June 9th as they take on the Frisco Rough Riders at a 4-game set. And then returning home on Saturday, June 13th as we have weekend baseball with the Corpus Christi Hooks. Well, and we don't want to share any more of the list with you, but we will stop right there. And do gotta say, we have your final lineup scores. First for the victorious San Antonio Missions, 8 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. For Corpus Christi, 2 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. Well, we want to thank everybody that joined us during this 4-game homestand, and do gotta say, we want to see you back here again when we arrive home on the expected date, which is on Friday the 22nd. Well, do gotta say, this will do it for our baseball game here tonight. And gotta say, San Antonio just wowed the home crowd here tonight. So what a night of events. And we now are off the air, and now we return you back to your regularly scheduled programming. Have a good night, everybody. From San Antonio, this has been Minor League Baseball, the show, home of the 2015 baseball season, and also your AA affiliate of the San Diego Padres.